As the calendar inches closer to Samsung's next Unpacked event, anticipation is reaching fever pitch. Yet, as tradition dictates, the element of surprise has already been unwrapped, thanks to an avalanche of leaks. Leaks, of course, are a slippery slope, sometimes thrillingly accurate, other times maddeningly off the mark. But what happens when the spoilers don't just come from leakers or insiders, but from a major accessories brand? That's precisely the scenario unfolding now, courtesy of Dbrand. The outspoken, mean-loving skin maker has unintentionally, or perhaps intentionally, knowing them, showcased a treasure trove of renders depicting the much-anticipated Galaxy S25 series. Draped in their signature skins, these images offer an unexpected glimpse of what could be Samsung's next big thing. Déjà vu? The familiar Galaxy design. Let's address the elephant in the room, or perhaps the herd, because when you look at the Galaxy S25 series, you're struck by an overwhelming sense of familiarity. The vanilla Galaxy S25 and its slightly beefier sibling, the S25 Plus, are practically clones, not just of each other, but of their predecessors in the Galaxy S24 and S23 series. It's a cycle of sameness that stretches all the way down to Samsung's mid-range Galaxy A and M series phones. But all is not lost. Samsung's Ultra flagship remains the shining beacon of change, albeit a subtle one. This year, the Galaxy S25 Ultra dials back its iconic sharp corners in favor of a softer, slightly rounded profile. Is it revolutionary? Not exactly. But it's enough to set the Ultra apart from its siblings and competitors. Think of it as a middle ground, a refined elegance that doesn't stray too far from the familiar but feels just different enough to intrigue. And yet, there's an undeniable sense of what could have been. The camera lens layout is unchanged, the display edges follow the same philosophy, and the port and button placement remain predictable. Even the addition of the much-rumored Ti 2 magnetic wireless charging feels like a toss-up, with leaks offering conflicting evidence about its inclusion. A splash of color could save the day. One potential saving grace: new colors. According to prolific leaker Universe, we might see a dusty blue tone gracing the Galaxy S25 lineup. It's a hue that feels sophisticated yet playful, a welcome break from the monochromatic blacks, silvers, and grays that dominate premium smartphone aesthetics. If true, this shade could breathe some much-needed personality into the otherwise formulaic design. And oh, how Samsung needs it, because for all its strengths, performance, cameras, software, it's increasingly hard to ignore the growing divide in the Galaxy community. The Samsung fandom speaks. Spend a few minutes scrolling through Reddit threads or Samsung's official community forums, and you'll find a house divided. On one hand, there's the loyalist camp quick to defend Samsung's approach. At least Samsung isn't copying you-know-who like everyone else. It's a fair point. Samsung's designs may be iterative, but they're not derivative. Why should they? Not everyone can afford or wants to pay for a flagship, argues another commenter, emphasizing the practicality of Samsung's strategy. But not everyone's buying it. A growing chorus of voices is demanding more, a design language that feels bold, unique, and unmistakably premium. After all, if you're shelling out $1,000 or more for a flagship, shouldn't it look and feel like one? I don't want just another powerful glass rectangle, laments one Reddit user. I want a phone that stands out, something that makes me feel excited every time I pick it up. The case for design evolution? Let's be real. Performance alone doesn't justify flagship prices anymore. If raw power is all you're after, you could snag a gaming beast like the Red Magic 10 Pro, complete with a massive battery and jaw-dropping specs. And if photography is your top priority, a Pixel Pro series or an iPhone might serve you just as well, if not better. What sets a Galaxy S series phone apart is its promise of a complete package, cutting-edge performance wrapped in innovative design. It's not just a device, it's an experience. And that's why it's so frustrating to see Samsung playing it safe year after year. The slim factor. Speaking of innovation, let's not overlook the Galaxy S25 Slim, a new contender that promises to blend style and substance in a way that feels fresh. Early reports suggest a sleek 6.6-inch AMOLED display, the powerhouse Snapdragon 8 Elite chipset, and a camera setup that includes a 200-megapixel main sensor, a 50-megapixel ultra-wide lens, and a 50-megapixel telephoto lens with 3.5x optical zoom. With a battery capacity ranging between 4,500 mAh and 5,000 mAh, the S25 Slim aims to deliver all-day performance without sacrificing its elegant profile. It's a phone designed for those who crave premium specs and a compact form factor, a rare gem in today's market.